safe. Not with them.
Think on thy sins.
This week I decided it would be a good idea to go back and see a movie that I had missed, The Witch. And I have to admit, I had no idea what it was about until 20 minutes before I went to go see it. I watched a trailer, and boy was I surprised. This movie is more than just a horror film. It's a haunting telling of American fairy tales told through brilliant, striking imagery and very little dialogue. This review will be short, so I highly encourage you go out and catch this one before it's too late. We begin with William and his family being thrust out of early American Puritan civilization because of William's vague but clearly controversial religious beliefs to live in the wild and build a life and a farm to sustain themselves. But trouble is brewing because there is something out in the woods. Something deadly. Guess what it is? The basic concept here is taking the misguided ideas of persecutors in events throughout history like the Salem witch trials and telling them in the form of a fairy tale in the vein of something like Grimm's fairy tales in which things maybe don't end up so well for our protagonist. But the elements of old stories are here. Yes, it is a witch, and she at some point signed the devil's book and she is now an old crone in the woods that kidnaps children. The concept is cool, but this is a horror film through and through, and it can be judged as a horror film, but at the same time it is almost more of a drama with horror elements. There's a lot more at work here than just a monstrous witch in the woods. The characters face heavy religious and societal questions like, what is the nature of man and sin? Is religious freedom worth a life that consists of struggling to survive? The witch comes as more of a catalyst to ramp up the existing tension between the members of this Puritan family. There's not a lot more I can say without spoiling it, but I have to say I love historic horror films, and this is one of the best ones I have ever seen. It is not without its issues, most of that being minor pacing problems throughout the middle of the film, but overall it is very masterfully crafted. If you are looking for a truly thrilling experience, then I highly recommend The Witch. This has been a BrownCast review. Thanks for watching.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.